Something strange is happening in America's wealthiest neighborhoods. Homes that once symbolized untouchable success, mansions with glass walls, rooftop pools, private elevators, and garages stacked with exotic cars are suddenly turning into financial traps. The American dream of luxury living isn't just fading, it's collapsing. Across the country, million-dollar properties are sitting unsold for months. Their prices slashed by hundreds of thousands, sometimes even millions, just to attract a single buyer. But it's not just about falling values. Hidden behind the marble countertops and skyline views are carrying costs that have exploded, insurance premiums that doubled, HOA fees that feel like second mortgages, and six-figure property taxes that even the wealthy can't ignore. For many, the numbers no longer add up, and the cracks in the market are now too big to hide. This isn't a slow correction. It's a luxury meltdown spreading from coast to coast. Tonight, we're counting down 10 U.S. cities where million-dollar homes are collapsing the fastest. Each city has its own breaking point. Some are drowning under insurance costs, others are suffocating from oversupply, and a few are dealing with brand new laws that change the rules overnight. And trust me, you'll want to stay until the very end, because the #1 city on this list is losing wealth at a pace we haven't seen since the last major financial crisis. If you want to stay ahead of the housing unraveling and protect your own money, make sure to hit subscribe. We're exposing every twist of this collapse as it unfolds, and what you're about to see is just the beginning. Number 10, Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas. Dallas-Fort Worth was once Texas's crown jewel. In Highland Park and Preston Hollow, multi-million-dollar estates disappeared before they even hit the market. During the boom, it looked like Dallas had cracked the code to endless wealth, but that confidence is gone. The luxury dream is sinking fast. In 2022, the median for high-end homes soared past $1.3 million. Now, those same properties scrape $1.05 million, a 20% drop in just 3 years. Mansions listed above $3 million are slashed by $500,000 to $1 million plus just to attract a showing. Developers oversupplied the market. Now many sit unsold for half a year or longer. Carrying costs make things worse. A $2 million home racks up nearly $45,000 in property taxes annually, plus $12,000 plus in insurance thanks to storm risk. Even high earners feel the squeeze, turning luxury living into a trap. Investors are bleeding too. Rentals average around $6,000 a month, but bills can blow past $10,000. That math doesn't work, and the so-called cash flow paradise is now a graveyard of bad bets. Luxury foreclosures, once unthinkable here, are up 14% compared to last year. Dallas still projects unstoppable growth, but beneath the surface, cracks are spreading. And if the Texas boom can crumble this quickly, imagine a city built not on land, but on water, where costs alone are pulling entire towers under. Number 9, Miami, Florida. For decades, Miami sold itself as America's playground for the rich. Penthouses over Biscayne Bay, waterfront estates in Coral Gables, the city embodied sun, skyline, and status. But in 2025, that paradise is unraveling, crushed by costs owners can't escape. At the height, condos that sold for $1.5 million in 2019 flipped for $2.4 million just 3 years later. Waterfront mansions doubled in value in 5 years. But now, luxury condos are down 22%, and a $2 million unit struggles to move at $1.55 million. Even oceanfront estates cutting $1 million off their price sit unsold. Florida's insurance crisis is the killer. Premiums once $15,000 a year now blast past $40,000. HOA fees in luxury towers that were $900 monthly have doubled or tripled. New condo laws force massive reserve contributions, six-figure special assessments that hit like financial grenades. Airbnb investors are fleeing, occupancy is below 55%, nightly rates are down 20%, and empty towers dominate the skyline. Wealthy foreign buyers, Miami's lifeblood, are retreating as U.S. interest rates and global instability rise. The dream Miami sold, easy money, endless sunshine, guaranteed appreciation, has become a financial riptide. And while Miami drowns under costs, the desert city of Scottsdale is facing its own collapse, built not on water, but on sand. Number 8, Scottsdale, Arizona. Scottsdale built its brand as a desert oasis. Golf communities, estates with mountain views, glass condos over Camelback Mountain. It was Arizona's luxury magnet. But in 2025, oversupply has turned paradise into quicksand. At its peak, luxury homes averaged $1.2 million. Now, $975,000, a 19% drop. Homes above $3 million are slashing $500,000 or more. Listings that once sold in weeks now sit for 100 days or longer. Insurance has jumped from $3,000 to $7,500 annually, thanks to wildfire and flash flood risks. Mortgage rates above 7% push payments on a $1.5 million home from $6,200 in 2021 to over $9,000 today. Vacation rentals, once Scottsdale's golden goose, have collapsed under oversupply. Occupancy is below 50%, nightly rates down double digits. Investors who banked on golf getaways are stuck with losses. Even foreclosures are creeping into North Scottsdale, where families who stretched into multi-million-dollar estates are now underwater. Scottsdale still markets desert luxury, but behind the gates and manicured lawns, a harsher story is unfolding. And if the desert can crack, what happens in a city built entirely on illusion? Vegas is about to show us. Number 7, Las Vegas, Nevada. Vegas has always been America's stage for excess: strip penthouses, hillside mansions with infinity pools, estates designed to scream wealth. But in 2025, the show is ending. At the peak in 2022, luxury homes averaged $1.1 million. Today, $880,000, a 20% drop. Properties over $2 million slash $400,000 to $600,000, yet still sit unsold for months. The frenzy has gone silent. Luxury listings have surged 40% year over year. Developers are stuck with inventory, and even buyers who can afford to purchase are backing off. Carrying costs sting. Property taxes on a $2 million estate exceed $20,000 yearly. Insurance adds thousands, and monthly payments, once $6,000, are now closer to $9,000. Airbnb isn't saving investors. Bookings are down nearly 20%. Oversaturated by luxury rentals no one's booking. Foreclosures are creeping into Summerlin and Henderson, neighborhoods once immune to downturns. Vegas thrives on illusion, but behind the neon glow, the magic trick has failed. And while the lights dim in Nevada, paradise on the Pacific coast is facing a nightmare of its own. Number 6, San Diego, California. San Diego was LA's quieter luxury rival. Cliffside estates in La Jolla, harbor view condos downtown, beachfront homes in Del Mar. But in 2025, the dream is colliding with reality. At the peak, median luxury homes hit $2.4 million. Today, they're down to $1.95 million, a 19% drop. Estates once priced at $8 million are cutting $1.5 to $2 million to find a buyer, yet sit unsold for 150-plus days. Costs are crushing. A $5 million La Jolla estate racks up $55,000 in property taxes and over $25,000 in insurance. With rates above 7%, a mortgage that cost $12,000 a month in 2021 now costs $18,000. Vacation rentals are collapsing. Occupancy is below 50%. Rents are 25% short of covering costs. Desperate sellers are throwing in luxury cars, but buyers aren't biting. Foreclosures are quietly appearing even in San Diego's best enclaves. San Diego still looks like paradise, but the numbers prove otherwise. And if this market is faltering, just wait until you see what's happening in LA, where a single new law has rewritten the rules. Number 5, Los Angeles, California. For decades, LA was the beating heart of America's luxury market. Beverly Hills, Malibu, Hollywood Hills. These weren't homes, they were trophies. But in 2025, those trophies are becoming liabilities. In 2021, LA's median luxury price peaked at $3.2 million. By mid-2025, it's $2.55 million, a 21% decline. Ultra-luxury homes above $10 million are cutting $2 to $4 million to sell. The myth of endless demand is cracking. The big blow, Measure U LA, the so-called mansion tax. Homes above $5.3 million face a 4% tax. Above $10.6 million, it's 5.5%. That's $825,000 on a $15 million sale, just to close. Many owners refuse to list freezing inventory. The few who sell are slashing prices. Add wildfire insurance topping $100,000 yearly, doubled HOA fees, fewer Hollywood buyers, and retreating foreign investors. And foreclosures are surfacing in Beverly Hills and Calabasas. LA, the city of image, is watching that image erode. And while Los Angeles cracks under taxes, San Francisco is proving what happens when an entire industry collapses. Number 4, San Francisco, California. San Francisco was once the fortress of tech wealth. Mansions in Pacific Heights, luxury towers downtown. It was the epicenter of the West Coast boom. But in 2025, the fortress is crumbling. Back in 2020, median luxury homes peaked at $3.5 million. Today, $2.75 million, a 22% drop. Downtown condos are down nearly 30%. Tech layoffs, remote work, and a 30% plus commercial vacancy rate have gutted demand. Carrying costs add to the pain. Taxes on a $3 million home top $35,000 yearly. Earthquake insurance exceeds $15,000. Condos sit unsold for 200-plus days, with developers offering free upgrades, waived HOA fees, even cars to move units. Buyers aren't biting. Luxury rents are down nearly 20%, leaving investors stuck with negative cash flow. Foreclosures are emerging in once untouchable neighborhoods as families who stretched into $4 million homes drown in debt. San Francisco is now the cautionary tale of a one-industry city, and if tech's fortress can collapse, what about the billionaire playgrounds built entirely on exclusivity? Number 3, the Hamptons, New York. The Hamptons have long been Manhattan's summer playground. Oceanfront estates, vineyards, private compounds, the symbol of East Coast wealth. But in 2025, even this haven is cracking. At the peak in 2021, median luxury homes topped $3.2 million. Today, $2.6 million, an 18% drop. Ultra-luxury estates once $20 million are slashing $3 to $5 million. Pandemic-era overbuilding left nearly a year's worth of inventory, with homes sitting 6 months unsold. Costs are punishing. Taxes on an $8 million estate run $120,000 plus annually, insurance for storms exceeds $50,000, and staff costs can hit $500,000. Even billionaires feel the sting. Rentals, once bulletproof, are collapsing. Summer rates are down 25%, leaving estates empty. Foreclosures are quietly appearing as banks repossess multi-million-dollar compounds. The Hamptons always thrived on exclusivity, but now empty mansions prove even the rich can't outrun economics. And if the Hamptons are cracking, what happens in Aspen, where luxury once felt invincible? Number 2, Aspen, Colorado. Aspen was never just a ski town. It was a billionaire's playground. Chalets priced at $10 to $20 million, mountain compounds hidden from view, condos priced higher than cities elsewhere. For years, Aspen felt untouchable. Not anymore. At its peak in 2022, $12 million chalets sold without hesitation. Today, those same homes relist at $9.5 million and sit unsold. Vacation condos, once $4 million, now struggle at $3.2 million. Volume is thinning, and sellers who once had all the power are left waiting. Costs are crushing. Property taxes, wildfire insurance, and HOA fees in gated ski villages add up to 6 figures yearly. New short-term rental restrictions killed the Airbnb model, with revenue down 25% plus. Foreclosures remain rare, but cracks are spreading. Buyers who stretched into 8-figure estates are falling behind. Aspen's myth of immunity is shattered, and if even billionaires can't escape gravity, what chance does the biggest luxury stage of all have? Number 1, New York City, New York. New York has always been the crown jewel. Penthouses over Central Park, Upper East Side townhouses, billion-dollar glass towers. But in 2025, even the fortress of NYC is collapsing. In 2020, median luxury peaked at $4.5 million. Today, $3.55 million, a 21% drop. Ultra-luxury penthouses, once $50 million, slash $10 to $15 million and still sit empty. Entire billionaire towers stand half vacant. The math is brutal. A $10 million condo racks up $200,000 in taxes yearly, HOA fees top $5,000 monthly, and mortgages on $20 million units are astronomical. Prestige no longer outweighs the costs. Demand has evaporated. Shrinking Wall Street bonuses, retreating foreign buyers, and remote work all hit at once. Inventory sits at nearly 14 months of supply. Even rentals aren't saving owners. Vacancies are rising and rents are softening. The result is a generational collapse. The skyline that once symbolized limitless wealth is now dotted with dark, empty apartments. What was supposed to be the safest store of wealth has turned into one of the riskiest bets. If the biggest stage can fall this hard, the question isn't if other markets will follow, it's when. From Dallas to New York, desert mansions to oceanfront estates, America's luxury housing dream is unraveling. Multi-million-dollar homes that once sparked bidding wars are drowning in price cuts, foreclosures, and vanishing demand. The myth that the wealthy could always outrun crashes has been shattered. This isn't just about homes, it's about confidence. When the richest neighborhoods bleed value, every market feels the tremors. If billionaires and hedge fund managers can't protect wealth in real estate, what chance does the average investor have? And remember, this isn't just 2008 repeating. Back then, middle America was hit hardest. This time, it's the very top. And when the top falls, the ripple effects are impossible to ignore. If you want to stay ahead of this unraveling, if you want to see where the next cracks appear, hit subscribe right now. What you've just seen is only the beginning.